Hey guys, welcome back to day 7 of 119 days of link building. It's Deepak Shukla here again. I'm your host, and if you want to get an additional 17 strategies that I don't share in this training, then feel free to click the link in the description below or wherever the link may be. So yeah, expert roundups. These look, if you're looking at link building, then expert roundups are really smart and just a good way to generate more links. So let me talk to you ultimately about effectively what an expert roundup is. So an expert roundup, you know what, I'll Google it and I'll show you because it's much easier just to show you when you visualize it. So if we do expert roundup. So there's a guide on here how to create an expert roundup, but basically here we go. 301 best expert roundups on the internet. So basically, let me just go back to this. It's ultimately a blog post that identifies lots of insights based upon a particular industry, and you get the actual roundups themselves, or the quotes, if you will, that would form a roundup from experts within the industry. So if you want to do a post about thoughts on digital marketing on 2022, thoughts on digital marketing over the next 10 years, then you can reach out to relevant websites, or rather relevant influencers, and get them to write up a quote within which they'd ultimately then appear in this blog post. The idea behind that, let's just say you get 119 experts give their thoughts on link building in 2022. You reach out to them, you reach out to 119, maybe 40 respond, maybe 23 say yes. You get 23 quotes, and then you put it into a nicely written post. Then you ask them to link back to it. And then from the 23 who actually write up something, you'll get maybe 5 to 10 links. So per blog post, you can get 5 to 10 links. So it's a little bit of work because there's some coordination involved. You have to identify the websites, you have to identify the core metrics, you need to then reach out to them, you need to then ensure that they write something up. But I mean, it can work, it does work, and it works well. So if we head over here, do they have an example of expert social media roundups? Okay, here we go. Perfect. And I mean, we've got some as well. Pearl Lemon Expert Roundup. Let's just have a look at our expert roundup. 57 experts share their SEO predictions for SEO trends in 2022. So I'm hoping that we've got some backlinks as a result of this. So this is a blog post that we put together with insights from each of these writers. And then consequently, and let's hope I don't eat my own words, we reached out to all of the sites. We looked at their domain authority and all of that kind of good stuff. And then as a consequence, you get links effectively. So let's just have a look at what links we got for this. Come on, come on, come on. We've got 8 referring domains and only 2 organic keywords. That's a bit of a pain in the backside, but as you can see, we got maybe just 1 or 2 links in the end, which is a bit annoying. Let's go back to backlinks. So this is the challenge of it, that not everyone is always going to give you a link, if that makes sense. So if we go to one link per domain, you'll see that there's some Amplitude Digital. We really only got 2 links from here, to be honest with you. So we've got 2 links. So we need to ideally get more, given that we've got 57. So this is something I'm actually going to kick up to the SEO team to say, did we reach out to everybody here to get some more links and see what happens? But that's ultimately the principle behind what you're meant to do. And it should work better than the way it's worked with us. So it's good that you've seen that, because this is an example of something that we need to actually do some more outreach around. So a good example then of, I'm just going to send the email across right now, stuff it, and just see if we can generate a couple more links. So SEO team, can we reach out to those who left testimonials? To ask them to link back. So you can see what I'm doing in real time. I do that, and this is a good way to manage a whole link outreach process. You set it to next week, and that's that there. So that is really a powerful process to take. I think that in our instance, it didn't work as intended, although it's good that we've done this because we're following up now. There's also a load of bad categories here as well. So I'm identifying more problems as a consequence of doing this than anything else, which is good. So there you go. But separately to that, guys, this is a really powerful process. We have not executed it effectively on this post, but I think you understand what we're trying to do here. And the idea is of course, that you should, let me do that after the video. You should, let's have a look at these guys. Hot in social media. Let's see what they achieved because they've got 29 experts. So let's see how many links that they've got. 10. So one, how many of these look like good proper links? Muck Rack. Okay, there's a couple of good links here, to be honest with you. So if we now go to here, so this is an example of how you'd actually run a search to identify the effectiveness of some of these sites. Now, the downside of it, of course, is that you might put all of that work in, and you might not get the amount of links that you're looking for, which is a pain in the arse sometimes. But then sometimes you do. So this one hasn't got any organic keywords or traffic, even though it's got 11 referring domains. But then historically it used to have more domains and then they've kind of gone. But this is looks like it's been purposely done anchor text, which tells me that they potentially bought some of these posts, which we'll go on to talk about later. But yes, that is the idea behind Expert Roundups. It does work better, and this is the key thing here. It does work better in non-SEO industries because SEOs understand why you're doing it. So if you do it in a different industry, it's going to work much better. But if you're doing it in digital marketing agency world, then you're probably going to get, or just marketing world, you're going to get less of a return. But if you move it into plants, like the plant judo thing, then you can do fabulously well. So I hope that that makes sense about Expert Roundups. They're definitely worth it. And that is link building strategy number 7.